a lot of your habits are keeping you stuck in a poor frequency. And what I mean by poor frequency is living poor in health, in wealth, and spirit. Living in a poor frequency is living in a low vibration where you have low motivation, low self esteem, low self love. And the sad truth is that a lot of companies profit off of your unhappiness and your unhealthiness and your feelings of inadequacy. So you have to start asking yourself, are my habits really pouring back into me? Are they really giving me energy? Or are they just filling someone else's pockets and keeping me poor? So if you want to get out of this poor frequency, you have to start becoming conscious of what you consume. It's like that quote, you are what you eat. I believe you are what you consume, because the things that you do and eat and listen to repetitively truly become a part of you. They become a part of your programming. They become a part of your habits. And a lot of us want a better life. A lot of us say we want a healthier body, a better relationship, or we want more money. But are your habits really reflecting those goals? Are they really contributing to you getting closer to those goals and dreams? Or are these habits just keeping you stuck? So this is really about awareness and discipline, because I'm going to be super honest, it can be really hard to quit your addictions, to let go of your dependencies. Most of us only have a small window of time to ourselves. We work every day, and then after work, we only have a few hours, if we're lucky, to pour back into ourselves. Most people are using that small pocket of free time to engage in habits that are providing temporary relief, but really only draining you on the long run. So this is how we take our power back. This is how we get out of a low frequency. We start catching ourselves in the middle of the act, because most of these habits are so ingrained in you. They're second nature. That's what a habit is. Something you do on autopilot. It's something you do while you're operating from your subconscious mind. There's a statistic that we use our subconscious minds for about 95% of the day. So only for about 5% of our day are we actively aware, are we truly conscious. The reason for this is our brains don't want to consciously think about everything we do every day. That would take a tremendous amount of energy. So our subconscious mind allows us to build habits and programming that it just runs on autopilot to make existing easy. Because think about if you had to consciously think of walking every day, or cooking, all of those things like walking, cooking, driving, they are things that you've learned and they're programmed in your subconscious mind, so you don't have to consciously think about it every single time. So that's the beauty of the subconscious mind. The other side to that is that we get stuck in habits and we don't even notice it. We're not even aware of it because it's second nature. But it's actually pretty easy to become conscious and take your power back, and to become aware of the habits that are consuming you. And most of you are already aware of the habits that are not serving your growth. And for most of us, it's pretty much the same things. Social media scrolling, binge watching TV, binge eating, binge drinking, or just relying on alcohol to reduce our stress or anxiety, smoking, maybe smoking weed to escape or numb, or smoking nicotine. Oh, another one is shopping. A lot of us shop to give us this temporary feeling of satisfaction and dopamine release. And that's the thing that all these habits have in common. It's dopamine release. It makes our brains feel like we accomplished something. So we become kind of addicted to this dopamine release. Our dopamine receptors are fried, and we need to bring back balance into our bodies and into our brains. It starts with awareness, and it starts with discipline, being conscious of what you're consuming, and starting to make changes. So like, let's say you listen to music that has really negative lyrics. Maybe we start there. Maybe we start listening to music that's a little more soothing or calming, or music that isn't feeding us these messages of low self-worth, low self-esteem, unhappiness. That's a start. Same with social media. How are you using it? Are you really using it to connect with people you love, or are you using it to just numb and escape, distract yourself, avoid responsibilities, avoid your chores? That's not a healthy way to use social media. A healthier way to use it is to actually talk to people you love, reach out to them, let them know you're thinking of them, because then you're at least engaging in human connection, and that's better than just numbing yourself with content for hours. So when you do catch yourself in these habits, you're scrolling, you didn't even realize you're scrolling because it's so second nature. Once you catch yourself, pause, notice, and ask yourself, okay, what was I avoiding? Was I just on autopilot, or am I avoiding something? Am I seeking something from this? Because once you're able to kind of name what you're doing or what you're feeling, you're much more likely to change it, because you cannot change what you're not aware of. So with whatever habit you're engaging in, start pausing and asking, what am I trying to escape? What am I trying to numb? What am I trying to avoid? It starts with these little actions, and over time, you get to start choosing new habits. I'll name a few habits that you can start implementing into your day just to give you a start. Daily exercise is so important because this is going to give you natural dopamine release rather than quick dopamine releases from scrolling that kind of fry your receptors. Exercise is going to make you feel so good. It's going to contribute to you feeling better in your body and stronger and healthier. So that's a huge part of building healthier habits. Another thing is even just 5 minutes of solitude and quiet daily. You could call this your meditation time, but really just take 5 minutes to like relax, decompress, and kind of just sit with yourself to just ponder. And maybe you can go outside and just stare at the sky or the trees for 5 to 10 minutes. See what comes up for you. A lot of times, your own self will reveal to you what you need to work on or what you need to let go of. Another thing is healthier eating, right? A lot of our unhealthy habits with eating have to do with being hooked on foods that give us pleasure but aren't really nourishing us. You need to cut back on those foods that, again, are designed to hook you and keep you coming back for more. I used to be so addicted to fast food and junk food. I would eat hot Cheetos every day, and I would eat fast food from different places every day. I know what it's like to be really dependent on foods that are so bad for you, that contribute to cancer and obesity and all these horrible things. So you have to look out for yourself. You have to learn to love yourself, because when you love yourself, you'll never want to fill yourself with these poisonous things like fast food or alcohol or vape pens that are cancerous and horrible for your lungs. Once you start loving yourself, you'll truly want better for yourself. But it starts with just implementing healthier habits little by little. And over time, you'll start to feel better, and you'll start to wake up, and you'll start to realize, holy shit, I can't believe what a low vibration I was at, that's the stuff I was attracted to. Because when you're in a low vibration, sometimes you don't even realize it until you come out of it and you look back and you're like, wow, I can't believe I was that low. I can't believe those were the things that I was feeding off of. The more you develop these healthier habits, the more you can get out of that frequency and really start to see clearly. And then you'll really be attracted to the things that nourish you. And this applies to so many things. Like, you'll be attracted to the relationships that nourish you, the friendships that nourish you, the places that nourish you. And you just start to live in such a higher frequency. And I'm telling you, like, I have lived it. I have experienced it. And when I look back at my past self, who was in a really low vibration, to where I am now, I'm just like, wow, it really is night and day. And so I just want more of you to have that same experience. I want to see you get out of this place where you're in a low frequency and companies are just profiting off of your unhappiness and unhealthiness. We need to create a society where companies profit off of our health, our wellness, and our happiness, not our disease, not our unhappiness and unhealthiness and our weaknesses. It's so predatory, and we need to shift the way these companies work, and it's already starting to happen. I'll bring up Cheetos as an example because the other day my husband got an ad on his phone and he was like, oh my god, Cheetos came out with 2 new flavors that are like no preservatives and no artificial food dyes. Me and my husband gave up preservatives and artificial food dyes years ago when we were just boyfriend and girlfriend at the time. We embarked on a health journey together. It's just so cool to see companies like that starting to change because they realize, holy shit, we're starting to lose business because people are becoming healthier, people are becoming more aware, and the more that we take our power back, the more we create a demand for things that are healthy for us, and we force companies to change with us. But the more we stay stuck in a low frequency, stuck in a low vibration, these companies are not held accountable and they'll never change because they don't care about your health or wellness. They just care about their money. And this isn't all companies. There are some really amazing companies out there led by people who truly are passionate about what they do, who are on soul missions to uplift humanity and make this world a better place. Those companies are so amazing and they are out there and they do exist. But there are a lot of companies who are the opposite. I just really want to bring awareness to this because I want to see a world where we're healthier, happier, and creating a society, creating products and companies that are looking out for our happiness and our well-being, because it is possible and we're starting to shift that way. In a lot of ways, I know it could feel like the opposite. I know that the news is very negative and it makes us feel like we're going backwards, but just remember that the news is there to keep you in a poor frequency as well. And that's another thing you have to be mindful of. I highly recommend not feeding into the news if you want to get yourself out of a poor frequency. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'll leave you with that. Please leave me a comment if you have any questions. I'm more than happy to answer any of your questions. And I would actually love more discourse. I would love to create a community where we actually connect, because I think that's really, really important. Thank you so much for sitting with me today and listening. I'm very new to posting on YouTube. I was posting on social media, but I tend to speak in a stream of consciousness way, and it can be really hard to condense what I have to say into a 30-second video. So I'm really happy to be on YouTube, and I promise I'm going to get better. It takes practice to get good at things. It takes time and practice and effort to allow things to become second nature, to become a habit. So I am very much in the beginning phases of my YouTube, so bear with me as I create videos that are probably not going to be the most polished or easy to sit through, because I'm still figuring out how to flow while also being authentic, because I really don't care to read off of a script or try to be something that I'm not. So I just thank you for sitting with me today and listening to me, and I really hope that I spoke to you today, because I really want to get through to you, and I really want you to start choosing habits that really nourish you and make you feel better. So I will see you in the next video. Have a beautiful day. Take care.